Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Again, all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. We know those to be the elders and apostles of GMS. And greetings and salutations to all you brothers kicking this truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. In light of the sit down that the elders did, apostles did on Back to the Basics. This morning I was going through, a lot of the basic scriptures and, found myself at Sirach, the very first chapter. And when I was reading the first chapter, it started to dawn on me, how many times that, fear the Lord was actually there. So, I started, going into my studying about fear and stuff like that. So I just want to bring out, the importance of fearing the Lord and, why you should do it. Okay. Well, I'm going to let the scriptures tell you why you should do it. All right. So we're going to go through all the times just in Sirach 1 that the Lord is saying to fear him. All right. This is Sirach 1:8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared, the Lord sitting upon his throne. Verse 11. The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. Verse 12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness in a long life. Verse 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. Verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. Verse 16. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits. Verse 18. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are gifts of God, and it enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Verse 20. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. Verse 21. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. Verse 27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight. All right, verse 28. Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart. Verse 30. And this is the ending verse of the first chapter. Exalt not thyself lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so God discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit. All right. So you look up the word fear, and it's Yahawah in Hebrew, and you look it up. It says to revere or to be afraid. And you look up that word reverence. When you have fear, you have reverence. When you have reverence, you have a deep respect for something. And these men on these cowards on these comment boards and talking about the name don't matter and Yahawashi is just a normal man. The reason that they don't have the understanding is because from the womb, like it said in verse 14, I'll get that back up here real quick. In verse 14, it says to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. So they were never faithful. They were never faithful. The Lord never set them up like he set up Jeremiah before he was in his mother's womb. Okay, the elect are gonna have that fear of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They're gonna know the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They're gonna profess that name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and they're going to reverence that name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, this is just one chapter, and out of the Apocrypha. Now, if this is the first chapter and it's telling you to fear the Lord, wouldn't you think that's important? Wouldn't you think if he told you 12 times in just this chapter alone that you should revere this man? All right, but these scoffers and these BSers, they don't fear the Lord. Okay, and that's why it says that in verse 25. I get verse 25. It says, the parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom. But in order for you to have wisdom, you have to fear the Lord. Okay. It actually says that too. All right. That's Proverbs 3. You know what I mean? So you have to fear the Lord. But godliness is an abomination to a sinner. So being godly and being righteous and fearing the Lord and having a respect for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right. And things of that nature, those are not within the ungodly. Okay, those people that are coming up against the name. And like it says in verse 30, they're gonna pay for that. It says, exalt not thyself lest thou fall. Okay, you're gonna see a very serious destruction come upon all these people, all these scoffers, all these people in the world that disrespect the name of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, especially those that were given the name and they just abused it. Okay, how much worse is that death gonna be, you know, than somebody that was just, you know, just a 2/3 that never, you know, didn't really know what was going on. They were just set up here just to be a 2/3 and make it to the kingdom. You know what I mean? After they have their destruction and, you know, the nuclear fire, whatever the Lord's going to do. It says, exalt not thyself lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. Okay? And so God discovered thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. Okay? With all this technology that's going on, all these different ways that, you know, Jake can off themselves. And, you know, I saw a live feed of a dude on Facebook getting shot. He killed, you know, somebody killed him. He was on that live stream trying to stunt. You know, Lord willing, you know, we're those men, you know, I really truly believe that we're going to have the privilege of seeing a Sakari lose his life. A brother no light, a saw nigger. You know what I mean? We're gonna get the opportunity, and you know, just like the nigga in Atlanta that was talking about, I don't know, free that rapper or whatever, and 2 weeks later he's gone. The Lord's judgment is coming very quick. Okay, and I said this in a lesson before. He's sifting Israel, man, and he's gonna start sifting these camps and these orders that have been put out by the apostles. You know, if you can't keep up with the spiritual regimen, you're going to be falling behind. So you have to fear the Lord and continue to reverence him and continue to respect him. All right. So you can just stay in that spirit, because at any moment's notice, you know, if you're not meditating on this word and having the fear that this you know, Yahawashi, a man that walked the earth, that's, you know, on the right hand throne of Yahawah. Okay. That this man can do bodily damage to you. He can take your soul, all these type of things. This man needs to be feared. Yahawashi needs to be feared. He needs to be respected. All right? He needs to be worshipped. And any person that has an issue with Yahawashi being worshipped, stay the hell away from me. Okay? Because the Lord is going to strike you, and I don't want to be around it. All right? And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders that rule well. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep fighting this truth. And let's keep fearing the Lord day in and day out. Shalom.